Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which is based on the play from August Wilson, the same man who gave us the play version of Fences, which was also turned into a film adaptation, which, ironically enough, also stars Viola Davis and also has involvement from Denzel Washington, though this time Mr. Washington was only a producer. This time the film stars not only Viola Davis, but also Chadwick Boseman in his final film performance. So I certainly felt the need to watch this film just so I can see what he was working on before his untimely death. And it's definitely a great performance to go out on, as Ma Rainey's Black Bottom may only last for about an hour and a half, but it's an hour and a half you won't forget when it comes down to it. Let's get to the story, shall we? The story takes place in 1927, where a blues musician named Ma Rainey and her band are trying to record songs inside their studio while a bunch of stuff goes down, and Ma Rainey, played by Viola Davis, isn't exactly agreeing with the changes made to her sets and the overall attitude of Levy, played by Chadwick Boseman, who, while he's a very talented musician, he certainly doesn't blend in well with the old regulars with her band. But that's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. Basically, the film, throughout its runtime, goes through both Levy and Ma Rainey's backstories and how they handle these various situations in their lives, and in a similar fashion to Fences, it only uses a few different locations, but it uses them very well with a lot of great production design. You can tell the creators of the film wanted it to be as authentically 20s as possible, from the costumes, to the way the buildings look, to the way the old recording studio operates. It's definitely very evocative of the time. On top of that, while Rainey and Levy probably aren't, good people in the traditional sense, they certainly are interesting people when it comes down to it. They're flawed. They certainly have gone through a lot in their lives, and while they don't handle everything with grace per se, they certainly are understandable when you understand these characters and when you get to their many passionate monologues, which I'm sure are going to be used for the Oscars this year. Not undeserving, of course. I think Viola Davis is an amazing actress, and she does very well here. And considering this is Boseman's final performance, I say it would be a good one to go out on, even if he was just retiring and didn't, Point being, it's a good performance, and the whole cast delivers great performances as well. On top of that, the music provided by Viola Davis, Chadwick Boseman, and the rest of the cast is really good too. While some people might not be big fans of blues music as a genre, it does sound very nice, and I do believe that I'd pick up the soundtrack for the film if it has one, especially considering that it also fits the time period very well, being very evocatively 1920s while still being very catchy and being rather fitting for these characters when it comes to how they present themselves via music versus how they present themselves to their fellow band members. Also, the ending for the film was pretty shocking for me, even considering all the darker stuff that takes place during the film. Again, won't spoil it, but it's definitely something that you'll definitely see. It's a brutal change-up that fits the time period and definitely fits how things worked then, but it's hard to watch all the same. So, as a whole, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is short, and it definitely does hit hard at several points. And if it ends up getting nominated for a few Oscars, I wouldn't be surprised. That's why I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. See you next time.